Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Daily English Learn podcast. I'm Eva.
And I'm Mark. We are so happy you're here with us today.
Mark, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation where someone is speaking English to you, maybe at work or in a shop, and suddenly you freeze? You hear the words, but your brain just stops working?
Oh, absolutely, Eva. Even now, sometimes when I'm talking to a customer service person on the phone, I panic. They speak so fast, and I think, wait, what did they just say? Can you repeat that?
Exactly. And you know what the worst part is? It's not that you don't know English. You know the grammar, you know the words, but when someone speaks quickly in real life, everything disappears from your brain.
That's the problem so many English learners face. They study textbooks, they learn grammar rules, they know thousands of words, but when a real conversation happens, they feel lost.
Today, we're going to solve that problem together. By the end of this lesson, you will understand exactly why fast English feels impossible. And more importantly, you will learn practical ways to train your ears and your brain to catch fast speech naturally.
We're going to give you real strategies that work, not theory from a book. These are methods we've used ourselves and seen our students use successfully.
So, stay with us, relax, and let's start learning together.
Eva, I want to start with something important. When we learn English in school, what kind of English do we hear?
Usually very slow, very clear English. The teacher speaks one word at a time. Every sentence is complete and correct. There are pauses between words.
Exactly. So we get used to that style. We train our ears to expect slow, careful speech. But then what happens when we step outside the classroom?
Real people don't speak like textbooks, Mark. They speak fast, they cut words, they join sounds together, and suddenly everything we learned feels useless.
Let me give you an example. In a textbook, you learn the sentence, "What are you going to do today?" Every word is clear. What are you going to do today?
But in real life, a native speaker will say, "What you gonna do today?" And if you're not ready for that, you won't understand it at all.
Exactly. So the first big lesson here is this. You need to expose yourself to real English, not just classroom English. And I know that sounds scary, but let me explain how to do it in a smart way.
Start small. Don't jump into a Hollywood movie with complicated stories. Instead, find simple content where people are speaking naturally. For example, daily vlogs on YouTube, cooking shows, or even reality TV programs.
Yes, and here's the key. Don't try to understand everything. Just listen. Let the sounds wash over you. Your goal is not to translate every word. Your goal is to get used to the speed and the rhythm.
I remember when I first started doing this, Mark, I would watch cooking videos because I love cooking. The person would say things like, "Okay, so now we're going to chop the onions really fine and then we're going to throw them in the pan." At first, I caught maybe 30% of the words, but after 2 weeks, I started catching 50%. After a month, I could follow almost everything.
That's the power of exposure. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But you have to be patient with yourself.
Now, let me share another strategy that changed everything for me. It's called shadowing.
Shadowing. That's a fantastic technique, Eva. Explain it for our listeners.
Shadowing means you listen to someone speak and immediately you repeat what they say. You copy their speed, their tone, their rhythm. You become their shadow.
So if someone says, "I don't know what to do," you immediately say, "I don't know what to do," trying to match their voice exactly.
Yes, and this does two things. First, it trains your mouth to speak faster and more naturally. Second, it trains your ears to catch the sounds quickly because you're repeating them right away.
I want to add something important here. When you do shadowing, don't worry about understanding. Just repeat. Your brain will start making connections automatically.
Exactly. You can start with short videos, maybe 1 or 2 minutes long. Play a sentence, pause, repeat it. Then play it again without pausing and try to speak along with the person.
And listeners, please remember this. You will feel awkward at first. You will stumble. You will make mistakes. That's completely normal. Don't give up.
Now, Mark, let's talk about something that confuses so many learners. When native speakers talk, they don't say every word clearly. They blend words together.
Absolutely. This is called connected speech, and it's one of the biggest reasons people can't understand fast English.
Exactly. Let me give you some examples. Instead of do you want to go, people say do you want to go. The sounds join together.
Or instead of I have to leave now, people say I have to leave now. The words merge.
And instead of let me see, people say let me see. It's faster, it's smoother, and it's how real English works.
So what should you do about this? Simple. Learn the common patterns. There are maybe 10 or 15 patterns that appear again and again in English.
Yes. For example, when you see the words want to, expect to hear wanna. When you see going to, expect to hear gonna. When you see got to, expect to hear gotta.
Practice saying these yourself. Don't say, I am going to call you later. Say, I'm gonna call you later. Feel the difference in your mouth.
And when you practice this way, two things happen. First, you start recognizing these patterns when other people use them. Second, you start sounding more natural when you speak.
Now, I want to talk about something else that really helps. It's learning to predict what comes next in a conversation.
Oh, yes, this is such a powerful skill. Native speakers do this automatically. They don't wait to hear every word, they predict.
Let me show you what I mean. If someone says, I'm so tired, I think I'm going to, you can already guess they will say something like, go to bed, or take a nap, or rest for a while.
Exactly, because you understand the context. You know what makes sense in that situation.
So when you're listening to fast English, don't try to catch every single word. Instead, focus on the main idea and let your brain fill in the gaps.
This is how native speakers understand each other, even when the audio is bad or when there's noise around them. They rely on context and prediction.
And you can train this skill very easily. When you're watching a video or listening to a podcast, pause it in the middle of a sentence and try to guess what comes next.
For example, if someone says, I forgot my keys so I couldn't pause and think, what would they say? Maybe get inside, or open the door, or start my car.
And the more you do this, the faster your brain becomes at predicting. Soon, you won't need to pause. Your brain will do it automatically while you're listening.
Mark, I also want to mention something important about emotions and tone.
Yes, this is huge. Sometimes understanding fast English is not about the words, it's about how those words are said.
If someone says, oh, great, in a happy voice, it means they're excited. But if they say, oh, great, in a flat or annoyed voice, it means they're frustrated or upset.
So you need to listen not just to the words, but to the music of the voice. Is it going up or down? Is it loud or soft? Is it fast or slow?
This is called intonation, and it carries so much meaning in English. Two people can say the exact same sentence, but with different tones, the meaning completely changes.
Let me give you an example. You're coming to the party. If I say it like a statement, it's just information. But if I say, you're coming to the party, with my voice going up at the end, now it's a question.
So, listeners, when you practice listening, pay attention to tone. Ask yourself, is this person happy, sad, angry, or surprised? That will help you understand the real meaning.
Now let's talk about one more thing that can really help you. It's building your vocabulary of common phrases.
Yes, native speakers use the same phrases over and over again. If you know these phrases, fast English becomes much easier.
For example, phrases like, you know what I mean, or to be honest, or at the end of the day, these appear constantly in conversations.
And they're like little road signs. When you hear them, you know what kind of sentence is coming next.
So make a list of common phrases, write them down, practice saying them, and when you hear them in real conversations, you'll recognize them immediately.
And don't just memorize them. Use them in your own speaking. The more you use them, the more natural they become.
Eva, we've covered so much today. Let's just take a moment and recap the main points for our listeners.
Absolutely. First, you need to expose yourself to real English, not just textbook English. Watch vlogs, listen to podcasts, find content where people speak naturally.
Second, practice shadowing. Listen and repeat immediately. This trains both your ears and your mouth.
Third, learn the patterns of connected speech. Words like wanna, gonna, and have to. Say them yourself so you can recognize them.
Fourth, learn to predict what comes next. Don't wait for every word. Use context to guess.
Fifth, pay attention to tone and emotion. The way something is said often matters more than the words themselves.
And finally, build your vocabulary of common phrases. These are the building blocks of fast conversation.
Now, I know this sounds like a lot, but you don't have to do everything at once. Pick one strategy and practice it for 2 weeks. Then add another one.
Exactly. Small, consistent practice is better than trying to do everything and giving up.
And remember, every native speaker you hear today was once a learner too. They didn't understand fast English at first either, but they kept listening, kept practicing, and eventually it became natural.
You can do the same thing. It just takes time and patience.
So, listeners, we want to leave you with this. Next time you hear fast English and you don't understand, don't feel bad. Don't think, I'm not good enough. Instead, think, this is my brain learning. This is practice.
Every time you listen, even if you don't understand, you're training your ears. You're making progress.
Thank you so much for being here with us today on the Daily English Learn podcast. We hope this lesson helps you feel more confident.
Keep practicing, stay patient with yourself, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and happy learning.
Goodbye, everyone.